of our first IVF appointment and we are headed to Columbia. As you can see, we had a little bit of an ice storm last night and everything's covered in ice. We've just been saying prayers that we will get to the doctor's appointment safely. We are supposed to be getting more ice around this time, and it's supposed to be worse the closer we get to Columbia, but we left 2 hours early to give ourselves plenty of time to get to the doctor's appointment, and Ryan's an excellent driver, so I have faith in him. We're just really excited to get to Columbia and meet Dr. Wilshire and to get our plan going and just see kind of like a timeline of how our IVF is going to be working. We are just excited and we know that this ice storm is not going to stop us. So we just can't wait to get there. Once we get there and we talk to Dr. Wilshire, I will be recording a video of Ryan and I, and we'll be discussing how the appointment went and just our plans for going forward. So there will be more to come. See you soon.
Get on with the chlorophyll.
It's funny because you're here. I feel like maybe some of you might have thought that I was making Ryan up, but
nope,
he really does exist. Here he is. So that's why we're laughing. That's why I'm laughing. But anyway, we just got back from the doctor's office and seeing Dr. Wilshire, and it went really well, other than the ice storm, which I took a video of the ice storm, and we kind of wondered if they would be closed today, but they weren't, so thank goodness we got to go.
But I'm such an awesome driver, it doesn't matter anyway, so.
Yes, he got us there. We were early. There maybe was a 10-minute confusion about the GPS kept trying to take us to a parking garage, and we were like, this can't be it, but...
Yeah, we were there the whole time. We just didn't realize it was the wrong building that we were trying to get into.
Yeah, it was literally right by the parking garage. It was labeled Flow Pharmacy?
Yeah, the pharmacy.
It was a pharmacy, but it was on the 2nd floor of the pharmacy, and there was no sign. There was no sign. And Ryan kept saying, there should be a sign. But anyway, so when we got there, they took us back into a room and we got to watch a video, and it was statistics based on infertility, and it was just a lot of information on infertility and some on IVF.
And the process that everybody would go through, and it was very informative.
It was informative, and what was really cool about it was, as soon as the video was over, the whole time the video was Dr. Wilshire talking about everything, and then as soon as the video was over, he comes in the room.
Literally to the second.
He left the video ends, and then there he is.
Just walks in the door.
It was pretty awesome. I was like, wow, so the video ends and then you're here.
That was pretty funny.
It was great. And then he took us into his office and we sat down, and I feel like I was kind of nervous, and he's probably used to that, because I told Ryan on the way there, I was like, do you kind of feel like you're meeting a celebrity? Because I feel like we've heard a lot about Dr. Wilshire, and he's done a lot of great things around the Columbia area, so to me it was exciting to get to meet him in person.
It was.
And he definitely lived up to the hype.
Definitely.
He was pretty cool. He asked us a lot of personal questions, which I'm not going to go into here, and he also asked us just, you know, about ourselves and getting to know us, and I thought that was really nice. He was really down to earth and very genuine.
Yeah.
And he had all of our medical records from past fertility treatments that we have tried and everything like that, so we didn't really have to go too in depth, which was nice. And then what did he?
He just asked us about our jobs and our career and how many kids we wanted, and
yeah, he did. He started off with asking us how big of a family we wanted and how many kids we wanted, and we both said 4. So I don't know where the future will take us, but as of right now, we say 4. But
Or 5. Anyway.
I feel like we can't have an odd number of children. I think it has to be even.
No, it doesn't matter.
Then somebody's left out.
As long as they're healthy, it's fine.
I grew up in a family with an odd amount of kids, and I wouldn't say that somebody was left out, but I'm sure Drew would like to think that if he'd had a younger sibling with him.
Well, it was teams in my family, so.
Teams?
Yeah. 2 against 2 always.
2 against 2?
Always.
Yeah.
So it really.
I mean, I guess it all works out the way it's supposed to in the end. And whether we get 1 kid or we get 6 kids, we will be happy either way.
Sure.
As long as they're healthy. But we talked about how big of a family we wanted, and we kind of talked about our past procedures we've done and our infertility. And he basically just kind of laid it all out for us, and he was very honest. He was honest and direct, but he was sympathetic, which I really appreciated.
Yeah.
But he basically just told me that before we can look at any sort of treatment plan, that I will have to lose some weight. And he gave me a lot of great information about what type of meal plan I should follow. And he said that once I hit the amount of weight that he wants me to, if I'm not pregnant naturally, that he thinks that we should come back in and look at IUI. I've told you guys before that I have PCOS, and when we first went in there, he said he was not convinced that that's actually what I have. He didn't think that that was accurate.
Yeah.
And he said that he would want to do some further investigation to see for himself. But
he did a little bit of that today, and they did a scan of your ovaries and
yeah, at the end of the appointment, he took us in and did an ultrasound, and they looked at my uterus and my ovaries, and he said that my uterus looked great, so that's good news. And then he looked at my ovaries, and I did have, it's like, it looks like a strand of pearls. It's cysts on your ovaries, and I did have some of that. But he went ahead and also drew some blood today to test my testosterone levels, to see if I have potentially diabetes or pre-diabetes, and then some other levels, like my vitamin D. He said that I needed to get more vitamin D, and then what else?
That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Once we get my blood work back, he'll know for sure if I actually do have PCOS, but he seemed pretty confident that
if you do have PCOS, it's very, very mild.
yeah, it's a very I don't have the extreme version of what PCOS
and he says
would be.
he said it's easy, treatable either way. He said he would lean right now towards her not, but the blood work will tell the final results.
Yes, and he also, from what I felt like, made it seem like if I lose some weight, we most likely would get pregnant naturally. He didn't seem to think that we would even really need IVF. He thought maybe more towards IUI. He said that if I lose weight and I'm still struggling to get pregnant, that we'll come back to him and we will look at doing IUI. And IUI, if you're not familiar, is much less invasive than IVF. You don't have to do the shots and as many hormones. You basically just take one hormone, which is to make you ovulate, and then on your ovulation day, you come in and they inseminate you. They don't have to put you out for this like IVF. It's just a lot less invasive. So we're feeling pretty confident. I think I think he definitely gave us some great information today, and he just laid it all out on the line and gave me the perspective I needed.
It made us feel like we weren't completely broken today. So there was a lot of positive hope for us there today. It just gives us a new, outlook on what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did make us feel like we weren't broken, and he just made us feel like what we're going through is a lot more normal than we realize, which is...
And he gives us statistics on it, and you wouldn't believe, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's a lot higher than what you would think on infertility rates, especially, they're talking the male, the male part of it, they're 80%. 80% is
like they have a sperm deformity.
Yes.
Or a lower sperm count. 80% of males
of
in mid-Missouri.
In mid-Missouri of their patients.
In mid-Missouri of their, yeah. But we thought that was a really high statistic. But he thought that my issue is more of a metabolic.
Yes.
I don't know. It's on this paper and I'm trying to find it here, but it said...
Metabolic syndrome.
Yes, okay. PCOS appears to be the female manifestation of the metabolic syndrome that has been recognized in men for some time. Men with metabolic syndrome stereotypically have the beer belly, thin thighs, and abnormal cholesterol patterns that are known to put them at high risk for heart attacks and diabetes. Women's reproductive hormone systems become altered in more obvious ways than men's, so women frequently come to the doctors earlier. Which, I mean, you probably didn't need all that, but basically it's more of a metabolic syndrome that's hindering us from getting pregnant. Like my metabolism and my hormones are messed up because I need to lose weight. Also, probably because of the low-grade PCOS. But I think that this really gave us the plan that we needed to put forth, and I'm feeling very motivated and excited to start this new lifestyle. If he tells me that really the only thing holding me back from having a healthy pregnancy is losing weight, then mark my words, in a few months you're going to see a way different version of myself.
Well, not only that, he confirmed our suspicions on what diet was the best for PCOS and weight loss, and he said the keto diet is definitely what she needs to be on.
Yeah, so I had done a lot of research on it, and so had Ryan, and we both had discovered that the keto diet was beneficial to fertility problems, especially around PCOS. And I had actually done the keto diet for a little bit, and I felt good on it. It's just, eventually you want bread or pizza.
It's just hard to sustain, but
it is hard to sustain.
For our future family, we just got to make the change.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no excuses anymore. And he told us that. He goes, you're 30. He goes, just, make the changes. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Starting tonight.
He was like, I really feel like if you follow this meal plan and you lose weight, that you guys are going to get your family. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do the keto diet. I'm going to stick to it. I have my Peloton bike. I'm going to continue to use that. And do updates on that, and then I'm definitely going to start running. When I got pregnant before, I was running and I had lost 50 pounds, and that just puts into perspective to me that he is so right. Mm-hmm. And I know that deep down inside that for me to get pregnant, I really need to lose weight, because the last time I did get pregnant, I had lost weight. So that's what I have to do, and I'm really looking forward to it. And we have a lot of really awesome, supportive people in our life.
Very.
I had several people today when I told them the news that said that they would love to start running with me or whatever I needed to hold me accountable. And that's amazing to me to have that kind of support. And Ryan, I have his support, and I know that he will hold me accountable, especially on days where I'm struggling and want carbs.
Because you're going to hold me accountable too.
Because the doctor said, I mean, obviously Ryan doesn't have to lose weight like I do, but he said that it would benefit Ryan to eat a healthier diet and to start taking some vitamins and some supplements, as well as myself. So
we both have to be in, tip-top shape for this to work.
And I want to be in good shape when I get pregnant. I don't want to get pregnant and already be overweight and miserable, because I've waited so long to be pregnant and experience that I want to experience it the best way that I possibly can.
And enjoy it the whole time.
To be healthy and not stressed.
You know, watching everything you eat and, you know, just having to do all these tests all the time on your blood sugar and just.
And in the way he said it to us, which I'm just remembering to say this now, is he said, I could take your money. I could go ahead and take your money and do the treatments now, and you would probably get pregnant. He goes, but the thing is, your chances of having another miscarriage are extremely high. And he goes, your chances of having high blood pressure throughout your pregnancy and then going into preterm labor and having a baby in the NICU. So him telling us, you know, if you lose weight, you're going to have a much healthier pregnancy and a healthier baby, then that's what I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
And I was really grateful to him for not saying anything other than that. For him to be like, you know what, I'm not going to take your money right now. You need to focus on losing weight.
A lot of other places would have just signed us up and took
We've
our
been other
$20,000.
places that took our money,
Yep.
obviously. And he was not like that.
Yep.
So we are really grateful for that. And we have a lot of really amazing people in our lives right now that have been so supportive, and we're just so grateful to everybody that has been following our journey. And we're going to continue to do videos on, you know, nutrition, how the weight loss is going, and then, you know, if we're losing the weight and we still haven't gotten pregnant, we're going to do video updates on going back to Dr. Wilshire and starting the IUI process. But I think there's a lot of good things coming. I think that we're going to get healthier, and we're going to get pregnant, and we are going to have a baby. And I'm really looking forward to it. And we just ask that you all continue to pray for us, and
Please.
we just appreciate all the prayers.
Very much so.
But we also wanted to talk about how amazing it is living in a small community.
Our community is just amazing. Like, we come home the other night,
well,
and I'm gonna let her read the letter, but I come home and I'm sitting there and I'm going through the mail, and I see this letter, this handwritten letter with no postage, just our name and address on it, and that's it. So I'm opening it up, wondering what it is, and I'm sitting here just reading this letter, trying not to lose it. And I wait for Justine to get home, and I just laid the letter, and I said, go read that. And I'll let her read it real quick, but it was truly amazing.
We got this letter in the mail, and like Ryan said, it wasn't postage stamped, and it is anonymous, so we
whoever it is, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
We love and appreciate
We love you very much
for doing this for us. I mean,
forever grateful.
No words can express how grateful we are.
Just lifted our spirits right when we needed it the most. Thank you.
But it just says, Justine and Ryan, we are all so excited about this journey you guys are about to go on. We are all right here beside you, praying and cheering for you guys. Last year when I learned about this journey you guys were going to take, I instantly thought, man, I should surprise them with a gas card. Little did I know it was all part of God's plan, and he was already working on taking care of the other expenses. So a few of us went together and got you a $125 gas card to show our love and support for your sweet family. Love, your friends. And then at the bottom it has the scripture, Psalms 9:1-11. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all ways. And then they sent us this $125 gas card. And that is
still blown away by
a lot of money and very generous. So if you are one of the people that was responsible for getting us this gas card, just know that no words can describe how incredibly grateful we are for your generosity.
Very much so.
And just how much we love this town and the people in it, and the people that are supporting us and rooting for us and praying for us. I can't wait to one day announce that we are pregnant, and I know that that's coming soon.
Very soon.
So we just ask for your continued prayers, and we are just so grateful for you all, and we just thank you.
See you later.